have a list of a couple of costumes that I was wondering if I could maybe be for Halloween.
Okay.
So, Jasmine from Aladdin.
Maybe. Maybe. That one depends.
Okay. Pocahontas.
Absolutely not, no.
No?
You can't do that.
What about Drake?
That depends, like on blackface or not.
Okay. Halloween is coming and I'm excited because I love dressing up. If Justin Trudeau taught us anything during the recent election campaign, it's this. Dressing in blackface and brownface is never a good idea.
Well, it's troubling. I mean, it's insulting.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have known better, but I didn't. And I'm really sorry.
So when does a Halloween costume cross the line? I asked Elle Jones to meet me in a costume store to take a look. So let's start with face paint. Why is painting your skin a different color a bad idea?
For a long time, there were these shows that were called minstrel shows. And what that means is that white people used to put on black makeup and then like big red lips, and they'd have like white around their face and stuff. So it was a really ugly portrayal of black people. And then they would get on stage and sing songs and do plays about like how lazy black people were, how black people were greedy. So really bad stereotypes. So a stereotype is when you take a person and you just reduce them to one thing about themselves. That's what blackface is from. So when we see somebody doing that, it's a really offensive image for people.
What about these? Do they cross the line?
So I'm not saying you couldn't find a situation where you could wear this wig. Like maybe you're just being a clown with black hair. That's possible.
Yeah, okay.
But definitely don't do this if you're like, I'm gonna dress up like a black person and make fun of black people.
And what about this?
Okay, so I'm guessing this is like a Pirates of the Caribbean hat. Is this what we're looking at?
I think so.
Jack Sparrow. So I guess if you're actually being Jack Sparrow, this is okay. But what we're kind of looking at is like fake dreadlocks. So if you're not being Jack Sparrow, that's a bad idea.
Indigenous themed costumes used to be a thing, but now you hear people say culture isn't a costume. What do you think about that?
So you said it the best, culture's not a costume. Indigenous people are living people. If you're an Indigenous woman and girl in this country, you often don't have as much power as other people, and because of that, a lot of people commit crimes against Indigenous women or even kill them. You definitely don't want to go as like sexy Pocahontas or as like Indigenous princess. That actually hurts Indigenous women because it sends a message that they're just there to be somebody's toy.
So everything that we're talking about right now, why is it so important to know all this?
So I don't know if you've ever been, maybe you've been at a party or you've been sitting in class or you're at a sleepover or something and then everybody starts making a joke behind your back. Has this ever happened to you where everybody's having fun, but they're having fun because they're making fun of you? That's kind of what we're talking about, that Halloween is supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be a time when we can play and we can dress up and we can be anything we want. But if we're wearing something that somebody else feels like they're being made fun of or makes somebody else feel like they're not a real person or makes fun of something that that person has to deal with every day, then they're being left out of the fun. And it's a party that's happening, but they don't get to be part of that.
Elle taught me some good tips in there. What do these customers think about her costume do's and don'ts?
I find I'm on the liberal side of things, so I don't particularly find any of the costumes, unless it's terribly wrong, I don't find them offensive at all. People have the right to express themselves. And I don't take offense to cultural appropriation, if that's, that's a hot button issue, I know, but I don't think that's a big deal.
This day and age, a lot of people are offended easily, so I think anything that has to do with something that happened in the past, not very good, is probably not a great thing to wear.
We tend to be quite sensitive to not doing things that would be offensive to different groups. We feel pretty strongly to be inclusive and respect diversity.
I think I have a pretty good idea of what to avoid so I don't offend anyone with my Halloween costume this year. But as you can see, there is still a lot of options. The question is, which one do I choose? For CBCKidsNews.ca, I'm Isabelle MacNeil.